awesome. Temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler this weekend. We're also going to have some storms around the state, so keep that in mind if you are headed out. Let's start with Ensign Peak. What a Friday night. I tell you, around town, it is awesome with blue skies and sunshine. Our temperatures, nice. We've been in the 80s for highs. We'll dip quickly here in the 70s. Moab Springs Resort in eastern Utah. Well, the sun is down off those red cliffs. You can see the long shadows are just a little bit of light there stretching out in the corner. And when you look at the thunderstorms earlier, Eldon Griffin capturing this shot of some of that lightning off in the distance. There were some big storms, rumbles with thunder and lightning, as well as some heavy rain that caused some flooding in and around Zion National Park, through Kanab and some of the washes in that part of the state. Vortex right now in the south, it has calmed significantly. There are a few pockets of rain and some lightning and thunder, but not nearly like what we were experiencing before. You can see a little cell that's now over the Utah-Arizona line, a little bit up over Orderville outside of Kanab. So that's kind of the area. It was Kane County, Washington County that we had that flash flood warning in effect. Started around 2 o'clock, lasted till about 6, and it's now expired because of the intensity of the rain is over. You can see some of these storms rumbling over the Wasatch Mountains. Those are producing some lightning and thunder as well as some gusty winds. They're right on I-80 as you're headed up through the canyon there on your way to Evanston. And those will be dying out here in the next little bit. Our temperatures, 70s and 80s in the north, but 60s in southern Utah. Cedar City to St. George, cool. 70s and 80s over for Price and Moab. But it's an interesting pattern. They've had such rain and clouds throughout the day. St. George, Cedar just never warmed up. And in part, a low pressure center that's traversing Arizona has kept Phoenix on the cool side, St. George on the cool side, Las Vegas on the cool side. This low is just going to meander over the next couple of days, and it really creates an active weather pattern. Tomorrow, more storms into southern Utah, a little bit up into the Uintas, maybe the south end of the Wasatch by afternoon. Saturday evening, things start to calm, but by Sunday, we're blossoming again, and this time it's coming a little farther north into northern Utah. Monday creates a little bit of an in-between day as a storm system out to the west takes a day to get evolved, and then it will move in, but that won't happen until Tuesday. So active for the weekend over the south, evolving over the first part of next week in northern Utah. Cedar City, chance of storms tomorrow. Moab, Blanding, St. George, Mesquite, all chance of storms. Price, clouds, but the farther north we go, the more sunshine we get, and the temperatures warm once again. St. George, potential storms tomorrow and Sunday, drying Monday, then all sunshine and mid-80s as we roll through the end of next week. In northern Utah tonight, 58 for the low, 83 tomorrow with mostly sunny skies. Again, the farther north from Salt Lake, the more sun. The farther south, the more clouds. We'll bring in our chance for storms on Sunday. 30% chance of some storms Monday, and then another round of rain gets here on Tuesday. So these aren't huge all-day kinds of storms, but they're definitely storms bringing rain, thunder, lightning, and cooler air. We're in the 70s after tomorrow for the next 6 out of 7 days.
Not bad. That's fall right there, right? That's fall. All right. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.